Hey everybody, Mr. Dustin here. Welcome to Bible class today. I hope that you're having a good day and hopefully, depending on the weather, I hope you're staying warm and safe and maybe get to make a snowman or some snow angels or something like that. Today, I want to ask you a question. Has there ever been something that you really wanted? Does anything come to mind? Maybe like something that you wanted for your birthday, maybe for Christmas or something like that. Something you really wanted. What did it feel like to really want something and not have it? Do you remember? Now, hopefully you got that thing and you can remember when you finally got what you really wanted. How did that make you feel? Let me ask you this. Now, you may be 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. What if you had to wait 25 years for something? That's 2 or 3, maybe even 4 times as many years as you've been alive. That's a long time to wait, right? What if you had to wait 25 years? Well, today we're going to talk about somebody who had to wait 25 long years before he got something that he was promised he would get. So let's get to that. You probably already guessed it, or you knew. You didn't have to guess. That person is Abraham. He waited 25 long years for something that God promised him. It started all from Genesis chapter 12. God told Abraham, I will make you, Abram, sorry. He's not yet Abraham. I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you, and I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you, I will curse, and all peoples on earth will be blessed through you. So, Abram went, as the Lord had told him, and Lot went with him. Abram was 75 years old when he set out from Haran. That's an important number, 75 years old. So God had promised him that he would be a blessing, that many people, basically he would be a great nation, so many people would come from him. And now, when Abram was 99 years old, this is Genesis 17, the Lord appeared to him and said, I am God Almighty, El Shaddai. Walk before me faithfully and be blameless. 99 years old. That's an important point. Now, chapter 18, verse 10. Then one of them said, this is when the 3 angels came and visited. Then one of them said, I will surely return to you about this time next year, and Sarah your wife will have a son. Now, how old is Abram at this point? 99. How old was he when we started? 75, right? So this has been quite a long time that he's been waiting. And finally, chapter 21. Now the Lord was gracious to Sarah as he had said, and the Lord did for Sarah what he had promised. She became pregnant and bore a son to Abraham in his old age at the very time God had promised him. Abraham gave the name Isaac to the son Sarah bore, Yitzhak. He laughs. When Isaac was 8 days old, Abraham circumcised him as God commanded. Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac, Yitzhak, was born to him. Sarah said, God has brought me laughter, and everyone who hears about this will laugh with me. And she added, who would have said to Abraham that Sarah would nurse children? Yet I have borne him a son in his old age. That's a long time. 25 years. Again, 3, 4, 5 almost times as long as you've been alive. It's a long time to wait. And after 25 years of waiting, they had that son, Isaac. Can you imagine 25 years of waiting? Sometimes Christmas, not even 1 year, takes forever to arrive. I'm always waiting for something I'm excited about. But what if you had to wait for a really long time for the thing that you were promised, and then you had to give it back? What would that feel like? How would you feel about that? I don't think I would like it very much. That's basically exactly what God asked of Abraham. He told him, you have to offer your son Isaac as a sacrifice back to me. Why would God do that? Why would God give Abraham this promised son Isaac and then ask him to sacrifice him? Let's look at this one verse. This is in Genesis chapter 22. Sometime later, God tested Abraham. He said to him, Abraham, here I am, he replied. Then God said, take your son, your only son whom you love, Isaac. Go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on a mountain I will show you. God tested Abraham. In Abraham's world, he was living in the land of Canaan. He was a sojourner there. And as he was in that world, he was surrounded by the Canaanites. And they were what we call a pagan culture. Nations who did not believe in God. El Shaddai, El Elyon, any of those names. The Almighty. They didn't believe in that God. They were believers in their own so-called gods. So Abraham was tested. Did he have faith? That's part of the reason. I think it's important to remember, God teaches all life is valuable. It is precious to him. So I wonder, did he really want Abraham to kill Isaac? I don't think that he did. But he wanted to teach Abraham an important lesson. And it's a lesson that I think we have to learn for ourselves today. Abraham needed to love God more than anyone else or anything else, even his own family. God created us, as we all know. He loves us and he understands us better than anybody else. I think he wanted to teach Abraham how to trust and obey him in everything. There are times whenever God calls us to things and we may not understand the reasons behind his commands, but God did create us. He loves us, and so we must trust that he loves us, that he understands us, and that he wants what is absolutely best for us. So this was a test. God gave Abraham the promised son, and then he said, I'm going to test you. Do you love me more than all of these things? And that's what we are called to as well. Jesus comes and he says, follow me. He calls his disciples to leave all the things that they had known, to leave their father, to leave their fishing, to leave their work, to leave their tax collecting, all the things. He says, come and follow me only. It's the same question for Abraham. Do you love me more even than your own son? That would be a hard thing to do. So, Wednesday, we're going to talk more about that event when Abraham and Isaac went up on Mount Moriah and what happened there. So I hope you'll come back and see how did Abraham do in his test. See you then.